Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews. Reviews from a regular dude. Where I do trailer reactions, I react to YouTube videos, I review YouTube channels, occasionally I'll review a movie, but really, I just do whatever the hell I want. Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews. Reviews from a regular dude down in the basement. Today, we're going to check one out from the channel Slapped Ham. This is scary urban explorations that went horribly wrong. I'm sure most of this is just for entertainment purposes only, but let's check this out right now.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some terrifying urban explorations. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary content, just like this. Scary urban explorations filmed in the dark of night are some of the most fascinating yet creepy videos circulating the internet. In this clip, supposedly filmed at an abandoned house,
some of them are creepy, but most of them aren't to me.
Somewhere in Japan, an urban explorer gets more than they bargained for when an unexpected guest arrives. The footage begins with blurry shots of the exterior of the creepy abandoned property. Viewers aren't able to make out much other than the dense foliage and dim shadows lit only by the light of the camera. A few seconds into the video, something unusual disturbs the peaceful woodland scene. An eerie hand can be seen gripping the corner of the house.
Yeah, I've seen that one before.
Only the hand is visible. The rest of the mysterious entity is hidden on the other side of the building. The hand appears to be pale and possibly streaked with dirt or mud. Before the explorer can investigate further, it disappears just as quickly as it arrived. Next, the urban explorer decides to enter the house. As they examine every corner of the messy interior, the camera pans across an open doorway.
Saw something there on the left.
However, the explorer doesn't seem to
Not in
notice
there.
the ghostly face peering back at them. Only the profile of the mysterious figure is visible, with most of its features obscured by long dark hair hanging over its face.
It's staged. It's absolutely staged.
The entity seems a bit camera shy, ducking back into the doorway when the light of the camera finds it. It's unclear who or what this creepy entity may be. However, its appearance in the doorway is...
I've come to the conclusion that these videos are fun to watch. Just, you know, like if you're in a group of people or something and you want to kind of creep each other out or something, maybe watch them. But there is nothing real in 99.999% of these, in my opinion.
Is nothing short of terrifying. Chris Hopkins and his team of friends are the stars of numerous scary urban explorations. In this chilling video uploaded to YouTube, they explore an abandoned naval base, hoping to find something interesting to share with their followers.
They know
On a cold, windy night, they head to the naval base.
This building looks so weird.
Almost immediately upon entering the building, the group is startled by a loud banging noise.
Looks like a cave in over there.
They quickly run from the building to regroup, but soon decide to head back inside to continue exploring the rest of the abandoned base. The remainder of the exploration is largely uneventful. However, when it comes time to leave the building and head back to safety, something terrifying seriously spooks the explorers. The group has to travel through a wooded area. As they walk and chat about their evening, the quiet of the night is suddenly shattered by an inhuman growl echoing through the trees.
Make sure you don't get caught on the fence. Holy bro!
The group quickly begins to run from the terrifying sound.
Holy
However, the creature that emitted the growl seems to follow them through the woods.
Whoa!
Luckily, they make it back to the road, but not before one of the boys loses his phone during their frantic escape.
My phone! Help me! It's my phone.
The group is unsure of what type of creature made the horrifying sound. They all agree it didn't sound like any animal they've ever heard before.
I know! Help me. No, I was trying to go, follow behind.
They even theorized that the sound could have been made by a ghost or perhaps a cryptid such as Bigfoot.
It was added in afterwards. Give us a break.
That's what it reminds me of, a zombie.
With only the sound to go on, it's unclear what chased them through the woods that night. However, other urban explorers should definitely be wary of visiting this creepy location.
Holy! Whoa!
These kind of channels are good for kids, to creep them out, scare them.
The scary urban explorations filmed by YouTuber Exploring with Cody sometimes turn up bizarre supernatural things. However, this terrifying video showcases one of the scariest experiences he's ever caught on camera. As Cody attempts to approach the abandoned buildings he means to explore, he briefly hesitates when he notices a light outside that keeps turning on and off without explanation.
This light right here keeps turning on and off, and we're not sure if we're gonna go. That's the building we want to go to.
It's all dark, and the strange light is the only thing illuminating the trees outside of the abandoned site.
Oh, that's a different light.
Oh, there it goes. It's
Despite the darkness, the explorers are not the first ones
probably
to
one
check
of those
out the
motion
site.
detectors.
As they approach the building, another group is silently exiting the area.
There's literally someone in the abandoned building next to us. You can see their lights moving around.
Undeterred, Cody and his team continue to approach the building and enter through a window. They walk around the empty property, capturing shots of decrepit chairs and rundown rooms. For the most part, their visit is largely uneventful. That is, until they hear strange, high-pitched sounds coming from a nearby room. The group decides to investigate the noises. They peek inside the room where the noises seem to be coming from, and much to their surprise, they see several flickering lights.
Do you see that light? Do you see that?
Upon further investigation, they discover a small circle of lit candles on the floor of the room.
Yeah. If that ain't staged,
Before they can examine
I'll
the candles
kiss your
closely, another
you-know-what.
strange noise sends them running from the building. Because the team was not alone at the site that night, they theorized that the candles came from the group that was leaving when they arrived. The configuration of the candles and their placement in the abandoned house seems to suggest that some sort of sinister ritual was taking place.
Yeah, right.
What would you do if you came across this eerie sight?
Well,
Would
if
you
I knew I
immediately
didn't do it,
run
I'd run
or
like
quietly
hell, but
continue your investigation?
I'm sure they did it.
Let me know what you would do in the comments section below. YouTuber Connor Does Adventure is no stranger to scary urban explorations. However, when he and his friends decided to visit an old abandoned tunnel, they encountered something they'll certainly never forget.
Alright, Cameron, where's your flashlight?
Right here. Yeah.
Wait, shh.
Having explored these same tunnels before, the group wasn't expecting anything too strange or scary to interrupt their filming. At first, the areas of the dark tunnel, lit up only by their flashlights, turn up nothing more interesting than graffiti and the occasional piece of litter. However, a few minutes into the exploration, things take a turn when they hear a noise that sounds like someone jumping down into the tunnel behind them.
Oh yeah. Wait, shh.
No.
I can't see.
They zoom in on the area and manage to capture a shot of a chilling figure peering back at them.
Hold on, let me zoom in.
There's a thing saying.
The group runs from the tunnel in terror.
There are homeless people that
Unfortunately, it
live in
seems that
those
they
tunnels.
ran in the opposite
and stuff,
direction to the
so-
exit, and they can only leave by heading back into the tunnel. Almost immediately, they begin hearing strange cries coming from the darkness. Soon after, the figure approaches. In the light, we can see a pale, humanoid creature walking slowly toward them.
What?
Okay, now it just
Again, the boys run
Went
in
to the
terror, eventually
point
making
of
it safely
bullshit.
to the exit.
Go, go, go! Go now!
While it's unclear what chased them, it seems unlikely that they'll go back to investigate the tunnel or its mysterious inhabitant anytime soon.
looks like Ultraman.
He's right there.
YouTuber Hype Mike decided to check out an abandoned factory one afternoon and film his experience for his.
I almost believed part of that one up until that point. Because I know a lot of homeless people live in the tunnels in like Vegas, places like that. So that wouldn't surprise me to have like tweakers down there or just some homeless people or something like that. But then they go to some. Please.
While it's unclear what chased them, it seems unlikely that they'll go back to investigate the tunnel or its mysterious inhabitant anytime soon.
He's right there.
YouTuber Hype Mike decided to check out an abandoned factory one afternoon and film his experience for his followers to watch. Little did he know he was not alone in the creepy building. He approaches the huge structure and enters through a doorway that seems to have been violently kicked in.
Entrance, guys. The door is like almost like kicked open. Like you even see like these footmarks here.
Vandals.
He walks around the building, recording the usual graffiti and litter that most urban explorers find at abandoned sites. Further into the exploration, he begins hearing strange noises.
What was that? Guys, did you hear that?
This seems to suggest that the building may not be as abandoned as he first thought.
What the hell's going on there?
Despite the terrifying sounds, he continues his exploration. He comes across other unusual things like a dead bird,
It's like bird stuff right here. Like almost like someone's like eating a bird. That'd be nuts.
and burnt spots all over the walls.
Someone like lit a fire in here or something. I swear people are trying to burn this place down, but like why?
The noises seem to follow him, eventually getting louder.
What the was that?
As the sun sets, things seemingly return to normal. That is
As-
until something truly
As wide open as that place is, they could have a friend there standing over hidden. You just smack the wall and it would echo like that.
terrifying happens. A shirtless man in a mask jumps out from behind a door. He emits strange guttural cries and waves his arm as he chases the explorer from the property. Nothing about the strange man's appearance seems supernatural. However, his unusual and somewhat threatening behavior was certainly enough to convince the explorer to leave. Sometimes people are the scariest creatures of all.
Can you just picture like younger kids watching something like this and going, "Whoa, dude! When that guy, that door fell down and that guy was standing there, oh, that was so scary." Let's go back a little bit.
Nothing about the strange man's appearance seems supernatural. However, his unusual and somewhat threatening behaviour was certainly enough to convince the explorer to leave. Sometimes people are the scariest creatures of all.
If anything, I'd be thinking it's a transient or something. Absolutely, that's what I'd be thinking.
Before we take a look at some really eerie footage taken in a tunnel, remember to hit that subscribe button, then click that little bell icon there. And remember to turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we upload our scary videos. Abandoned tunnels are a popular spot for scary urban explorations. There are usually few ways to get in or out, and little light penetrates the darkness as you move further into the passage. In this video, one urban explorer gets much more than they bargained for when exploring what seems to be an ordinary tunnel. At first, the tunnel is brightly lit. The camera shots are blurry, but we can clearly see there are working lights illuminating the space. However, as the explorer begins to look around, they're suddenly pitched into darkness. Now, the only light in the space comes from the distant end of the tunnel. Suddenly, something seems to spook the explorer, causing them to fall to the ground. As the camera continues to record, it manages to capture a truly creepy scene, a group of strange figures approaching from the darkness. The shot isn't clear enough to make out their features, but it does show that all of the figures are wearing the same clothing. They don't even look down at the camera as they march past. The footage ends before we find out what happens next. Did the urban explorer make it out of the tunnel, or were they the victim of something far more sinister? Without further information,
The video's uploaded, so obviously they made it out of the tunnel.
we may never learn the truth behind this mysterious video. Now, if you can't get enough of the old...
Well, that was scary urban explorations that went horribly wrong. Now, how about a joke? You know, some people cause happiness wherever they go. Others cause happiness whenever they go. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hashtag Mean Gene, all that fun stuff. And if you like this video, tell all your friends, leave a comment down below. And if you didn't like it, then just shut up. And I will see you next time.